My Taropist is now in session.
Hey Capricorns! Welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica. I am the owner of My Taropist. So glad you're here. Oh my gosh. Let me take a little drink of water. Welcome to your long overdue My Taropist session. This was meant to go up in November, November. It's December already, but here we are. It is what it is. November was kind of a cray-cray month for me. I don't know about for you all, but trying to get caught up here. But I just felt so strongly I gotta get on my Cappies. I gotta get their readings out. So here we go. This is My Taropist session. If you're new here, My Taropist session is my signature spread. It is inspired by dialectical behavioral therapy. And we're going to take an overall energy check for you, my friends. So we're going to take a look at your mental energy, your interpersonal relationships, what's bothering or distressing you, if anything. And then we're also going to take a look at your emotional energy, right? And then at the end, if we have time, we'll get some advice for you, maybe see what the predictive outcome is. It really depends on what messages come out and how the reading flows. These are intuitively guided readings, friends. They are led by spirit. And so I just never know what's going to come out and what's going to happen. So join me for this wild and crazy ride, my friends. It's a lot of fun. So I also want you to know that this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate for each and every one of you. But my hope and prayer is always that there's at least one message, if you watch till the very end, that's going to really hit home for you, friends, and it's something that you need to hear. So please do watch till the end. And don't forget to like this video. It helps more people to see it. And then don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video for you, friends. All right, let's get into it. Without further ado, now I did already shuffle your energy into this deck. I've split the deck toward you. You didn't see it, but I did it before we got on. I'm going to try to get the rest of the readings out for all the signs as quickly as possible. So I'm kind of doing things a little bit more quickly because I want to get caught up and make sure I get, again, everybody for December. So let's do this. All right. So we're not going to do the energy connect like we normally do, but no, I'm trying to connect with your energy right now. Okay, friends. So on the bottom of the deck, King of Cups. Some of you could be involved with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, especially if it is a male, but there's no really any gender in the tarot, so may or may not be. But this person could be heavy on your brain. Again, this could be someone that you're in a committed relationship with, okay? Someone that you're trying to build with. This could be someone that you also work with for some of you, okay? I feel like there's a lot of love there with this person, but I do see a Tower here. It could be that there's a struggle here. You might be, some truth might have come out regarding this person or the situation that has really kind of caused you to have to stand your ground or defend yourself, maybe. Maybe I'm feeling like a clashing of wills, or like, it could have been an argument and it was like a bit of a power struggle in the past with this person. Again, it could be someone that you were committed to. This could be a boss. It could be something that's going on at work if it's not resonating in a love aspect, right? I feel like if you've went through a period of time where you're feeling kind of closed off, especially if you're feeling sort of like emotionally closed off or withdrawn, you might have like suddenly, I feel like for some of you, like a new beginning happened and you kind of like, it happened very quickly for some of you. It could have been a new job. It could have been a new relationship that sort of like all of a sudden, or again, for some of you, I'm picking up on if you were like working from home, for example, and then it's like all of a sudden everything changed like pretty dramatically. And now you're like, all of a sudden you're like thrust back out into the world. I just feel like there's something very jarring that sort of happened for you guys in the recent past, right? Where you might have had to defend yourself or stand your ground, or it might have taken you a little bit out of your comfort zone or this like bubble of protection that you built around yourself, whether that was around your heart space or just your physical self, right? But I feel like you're really working toward rebuilding things here and working toward some kind of wish fulfillment, okay? And it could be with this person, this male water sign or female, who knows, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Especially if it was like you were in a relationship, maybe you guys had an argument or falling out of some kind, but it's like there's so much love there that I feel like you guys are really working toward rebuilding that, right? If this is about you, feeling like, again, you having to stand your ground, like being kind of shaken up and taken out of your comfort zone. I feel like you guys are kind of really trying to work on getting your emotional stability back after this very jarring experience. It could have been some news that came in that was very jarring and kind of, rocked your world, right? And maybe you had to kind of be the rock in this situation. And if that's the case, I feel like either you or the person that was involved in that is really working on rebuilding your stability, especially emotionally, and kind of like getting your mojo back, getting control back of your emotions here in this season. Okay, that was just your pre-shuffle message. If it didn't resonate, don't worry. There's lots more reading to come, friends. So let's go. What is in the mental energy of my Capricorn people? What is in the mental energy of my Capricorn people? Ace of Swords. Yeah, you guys are getting clear, okay? Whatever happened in that past, right? Something very alarming or jarring or shocking or just, unsettling of sorts. It was a Tower moment, right? I feel like you guys are getting very clear. Right? I feel like mentally you guys are very clear. You're seeing the truth. Some of you could really, again, be getting your mental stability back. For some of you, you're seeking your higher power. You're seeking spiritual guidance in this season, maybe counseling for some. Maybe you're going back to school. For some of you, you're going back to school and you're learning something new. Or maybe some of you are teachers, in fact, with this Hierophant here, Taurus energy, Temperance energy underneath that, so Sagittarius energy underneath that. But I do feel like you guys have made a very clear-headed, clear-minded decision, that it may have been a bit of a struggle at first, or you might have been going through like a period of time where there was a bit of a struggle, especially if it was an internal struggle, something within you, that I feel like you guys are really getting clear in this season, okay? It may have been communication was a little bit wonky with someone or someone's, but I feel like that's all being cleared out now, okay? I feel like communication is a lot smoother now. Things are being balanced now. If you guys were kind of in this energy where you were feeling like things in your life, there was a bit of an upheaval in your life, again, also this Five of Wands energy is what I'm looking at here. I feel like things are starting to become more balanced and righted. And I feel like, again, you're getting clear of it, okay? And there's a new beginning that's coming here for you because of that with this Ace of Swords. But also, I feel like this is also a lot about this mental clarity in this season. I feel like your throat chakra, if your throat chakra was blocked in the past, y'all, that shit's cleared up, right? You're able to communicate clearly. You're seeing things clearly. You're mentally clear. You're hearing clearly. You're seeing clearly. You're speaking clearly, right? But mentally, I think you guys are definitely, in this energy of mental clarity and truth and getting your balance back, right? Again, a lot of you, this is because for some of you might be praying in this season, or seeking counsel or guidance from somebody. Again, that could be therapy for some of you. Either way, which way, Cappies, it's like your mental energy is really good. You're getting that balance back, okay? It's really good. Could be getting tarot readings for some of you. Okay, what is going on in the interpersonal relationships of my Capricorn people? What's going on in the interpersonal relationships of my Capricorn people? Something want to come out there? What is going on in the interpersonal relationships of my Capricorn people? I love that Ace of Swords in the mental energy. It's like, could it get any better for mental energy? I think not. Okay, Queen of Swords came out for you guys in your interpersonal relationships. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, especially if it's female. Doesn't have to be. The Star, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles underneath. So for some of you Capricorns, all right, for some of you interpersonally, you might be this person in this Queen of Swords energy. You might be cutting out people, okay, out of your life. Cutting out energies that are fickle, maybe in and out, that aren't really serving you with this Knight of Wands energy. The Star's underneath that, though, underneath that Queen of Swords, it was on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like some of you are healing Okay, some of you are really are very clear. I feel like very clear and focused on the path that you're taking, where you're going, where you're headed, what you're trying to manifest in this season, especially since we're going into the new moon energy. So some of you might be really readjusting your priorities, adjusting what it is that you really want to be focused on in this season, and cutting out any of the riffraff, right? Anything that's just not serving you, any energies that are fickle, that aren't really serving you in this season. And I feel like, if you had a lot of options before, for some of you who were single, okay, it's like you were single, you might have had a lot of options, but I feel like a lot of them were just not satisfying. They were like fuckboy energies, okay? This is for my single Cappies, okay? I feel like if you were dating, you were looking good. Here's you, I feel like, okay? This is your energy also. Nine of Pentacles, right? It's like you were feeling yourselves, okay? You're looking good, you're feeling good, you're single and abundant and ready to mingle. And some of you were mingling, right? But it's like the energies that you were picking up were a lot of these sort of, maybe you're having some one night stands, maybe you were in this energy of, entertaining or attracting, for whatever dumb reason, people that just were not worthy of you, okay? They just were not up to par. They weren't really on your level. You're the Nine of Pentacles. You're pre-Empress. And here you are attracting these like freaking Knight of Wands. No, no ma'am, no sir. That ain't gonna cut it for the Nine of Pentacles, okay? She's like, I'm looking for my Emperor, because I'm about to graduate into Empress mode. All I need is that Emperor, and there you go. I'm the Empress, or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. If you're male Cappy watching, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? But it's like you're realizing, like, no, I know what I want, and I'm not settling for anything less than this star. I'm not settling for anything less than what I've been wishing and hoping and dreaming for. This ain't it, okay? So some of you are going Queen of Swords on some folks and are just cutting out people that aren't up to par, that aren't on your level. Do you know what I'm saying? I feel like I've read this. I feel like this has been for you guys before, because you don't want to be heartbroken again. You're resisting that. You don't want to be in this Ten of Swords energy. You've already had painful endings in the past. Well, you're not trying to manifest more heartbreak. Like, that's not for you, okay? You're trying to move toward your victory, and that is a solid, stable commitment, okay? You don't want any of that other garbage. So for a lot of you, this Queen of Swords, if you're not dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this is just you being like, I've seen the truth, I've seen the light, I've had enough of your bullshit, and you're gone. Psh, off with their heads. You're being serious. You guys are serious. This is some serious energy. Anything else on the interpersonal relationships of my Capricorns, especially for those already in committed relationships? What do we have for them? Ten of Cups. Okay. So for those of you who were single and you were holding out for this Ten of Pentacles, you're holding out for this solid, stable commitment, something that's going to be long term, and you're like, I'm refusing anything else other than what it is that I have my sights set on, right? That star energy. It's like the wheel is about to turn in your favor, y'all. There's going to be some new love coming in for those of you who are feeling that, okay? And it's going to be emotionally rewarding and fulfilling. So things are about to change, Wheel of Fortune, right? Things are about to change. You're going to start getting this Knight of Cups energy is what you're going to start attracting versus that Knight of Wands energy, right? That fickle energy. You're going to come in with somebody who's not just leading with their loins, but who's leading with their heart and is heart-centered and focused and is ready and ready to step up to the plate and offer you something that's going to be emotionally rewarding and fulfilling. The wheel is turning in your favor, friends. If you are already in a committed relationship, for some of you, again, there's that water energy. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio that you're in a relationship with. It's like you guys are starting to enter into a new cycle, a new season, I feel like, with your person. That's going to be a really emotionally rewarding and fulfilling season for you guys. It's going to be really, really blessed and abundant, and there's going to be a lot of love there, okay? So if you guys have been sort of maybe within your relationship experiencing more of this downward turn of the Wheel of Fortune, things are about to look up for you. And if you're with your person right right now, I feel like this is your person. You know what I'm saying? Like you're already in it. You're already in a very emotionally rewarding and fulfilling relationship with somebody that is, you know, that's going to be, that is committed. Like, this is your long-term partner, right? Your life partner. Okay. So if you had any doubts about that and you weren't really sure and you're kind of stuck in your head, like, trust me, if you guys have been, like I said, going through a burdensome cycle with your person, you're moving toward calmer, clearer waters in your relationship. Things are going to be moving ahead really beautifully for you. Okay. Especially if you have a family with this person. Okay. What is bothering or distressing my Cappies? That card flipped all the way over, you guys. Like, it did a 360. So it's, it was the Tower though. So yeah, I feel like whatever that Tower moment was, you guys know what it is. Let me know in the comments. But I feel like, yeah, and there's, look at that on the bottom of the deck. Isn't that crazy? I feel like that's, you know, you might still be kind of in this energy of trying to stand your ground, or defend yourself against whatever that was that happened. I feel like if you are still in that energy, friends, just let the Tower fall. It's okay. If you haven't come on the other side of that, you know, and started to rebuild, just let it fall. The more that we resist that, the Tower falling, the harder it is for us, you know. Tower falling can be a really good thing because it gives you the opportunity to rebuild, and to rebuild in an energy where you're able to really make it your own. So, like, for example, this is a metaphor, but, you know, if you were in the house and there's something like terrible where it happened to your house, you know, there's an earthquake and your house crumbles and falls and you lose it, right? Tragic. But then imagine, you know, you had insurance and it paid out. I know, crazy, but you had insurance and it paid out and you got this sum of money, and you were able then to say, when you purchased that house, it wasn't brand new. Like, several families had lived there before you. It wasn't really your own. It wasn't your design, your blueprints, your plans, right? You were comfortable there. It was your home, but it wasn't your dream home, right? And so now with this money, you're able to level that ground. You're able to rebuild the home of your dreams. You're able to rebuild what it is that you really desired always in the first place, what you really had envisioned. And the more that you can just understand that when that Tower falls, what the beauty of it is that you can rebuild your new dream, your new vision in your own image, and what it is that you're co-creating with spirit, what it is that you really want in life, what you want it to be. It's going to be, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful acceptance, of going with flow and allowing the chips to fall where they may, because you know that on the other side of that, things are going to start moving forward in your favor, and you can rebuild, and you can rebuild better than it was before. Right. And that goes for whatever that Tower was, right? Even if it's a thoughts or beliefs or belief system or thought patterns that we have, or behaviors that we have, habits that we have that are unhealthy, right? But we're so comfortable with them, we think, well, this is how things are, this is how it's supposed to be. And then you get this new information and it rocks your world, and at first it's like very difficult to accept that truth, right? Very difficult to accept that truth sometimes. But then you realize, like, well, why am I resistant to this? This is allowing me to grow. I'm expanding my thinking. I'm expanding my reality and my truth. And that's okay. It's okay to accept that maybe what we thought and what we believed to be true really maybe isn't. Or maybe there's another possibility or another idea that we hadn't entertained yet. And now we're like, whoa, oh, wow, that's a new thought. That's a new idea. Well, maybe there's something to that. Maybe I should explore that. Maybe this is a part of my new reality right now, you know? Okay. That was for somebody. What's bothering or distressing my Capricorns? I feel like that was kind of your message, but okay. Yeah, so here's the thing. So I'm just going to sum this up really quickly because I feel like that was your message. But you got the Eight of Cups, okay? The Sun, the Two of Wands, the Emperor, and the Eight of Wands, okay? So what I'm feeling for some of you, you might have lost some things in the recent past, okay? There may have been some losses. I think some of you have been really, though, focused on your healing from whatever it is that you lost. For some of you, that tower moment could have been a really painful ending. Maybe you lost somebody in your life, especially with that King of Pentacles. I remember us seeing it could have been like a matriarch, or I'm sorry, not matriarch, a patriarch, or a relative, maybe a father figure. And father figure doesn't mean a dad. It's just someone that's a father figure in your life, or a relationship for some of you that you were in. Maybe one did come to an end, and a painful ending at that. But I feel like you guys are finally, so that there may be some lingering sadness with regard to that. Okay. But I feel like with the Sun card here, I mean, the Sun card is the most positive card in the deck, and it trumps any other negative aspect that we see as readers, right? So it's like, even though there was some sadness that, you might be sort of missing somebody, or looking back on the past and looking back on, what didn't go right in your favor, what you did lose, especially if it's people, or opportunities. It's like, and again, with this Emperor being here, for some of you, this could have been a job. For some of you, this could have been, again, like I said, a father figure in your life. I feel like you're starting to finally, though, this is what's bothering or distressing you, but it looks so optimistic and positive, you guys. It's like, I feel like even though the past, there was some loss and some sadness, you're starting to see the sun come out now, and you're starting to look toward the future and make plans towards your future. Okay. You're starting to see things in a more optimistic and positive way. There could be communication coming in from an Emperor. So this could be, again, a boss. It could be an authority figure. It could be a father figure. Communication coming in that's going to start moving things forward for you, friends, right? Things are going to start moving forward more quickly in a more positive direction, okay? There may be an element of stubbornness here. There could be somebody that you feel like, with this Emperor energy, that could be stifling or making this progress a little bit challenging or difficult. Maybe there's opposing viewpoints or opinions here. It could also be like, if it has to do with business or work, you could have been investing in something for a really long time, waiting for it to pay off. But I feel like it's things are going to start moving forward really quickly. Okay. So if you felt an energy of stagnation or had some losses, once again, I feel like things are going to start moving forward in a really positive direction. And whatever it was in the past that was painful emotionally, you guys are really doing the work to really invest in yourself and invest in your own healing. Okay. And I feel like, you're going to have a renewed sense of vitality, of energy coming toward you, new beginnings coming toward you, again, more communication coming toward you that's going to be very positive, okay? So while you might have felt like, for some of you, it's like juggling work-life balance, but also if you've been feeling like you're spinning your wheels, but you're not making progress. It's like, especially if this is with regard to work or finances, and you're kind of like in the struggle, on the struggle bus a little bit of like, I'm feeling this sort of penny pinching energy, like robbing Peter to pay Paul. And you kind of been in this energy of depletion. For some of you, this is like energetic depletion or sadness again, or loss. And maybe it's kind of like, very deep fears or concerns or worries that you might have about your financial stability. For some of you, strong worries about that or fears about that. For some of you, it could have been the loss of a Leo person or something to do with a Leo in your life. Very strong fixed sign energy. Okay. End of a cycle here. I feel like once again, you are going to have renewed hope. You're going to get your balance and stability back. Things are going to be rebuilt, especially with regard to your family. I feel like there's going to be help coming in for you guys. And there's hope here. So hang in there, because I think it's going to be okay, my friends. Okay. What is in the emotional energy of my Capricorns? That was quick. Some of you could be a parent. You could have your children on your heart here, feeling something for them. For some of you, this is you know, you could have feelings for, again, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This could also be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. But yeah, for some of you, I feel like you might really be concerned about your children, or really have them on your mind, or your intuition is kind of, you know, you might be feeling like kind of defending them. For those of you who are parents, okay, being defensive of them, or standing your ground against some energies that are very toxic. For some of you, you're really trying to transform in this season. For some of you, this is also seeing yourself in a more positive light and getting your confidence back, transforming yourself, again, standing your ground against some people. Some of you might have had some arguments with friends recently, or some fights with friends. Some of you definitely are dealing with the Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be married to one, okay? You might have to be defending yourself or defending your children against some outside external forces. That's for some of you, not for everybody. You know, you're trying to be led and guided by your intuition, but, you know, there might be other people that are trying to argue with you about your choices. For some, I don't know why I'm picking that up, but that's for somebody. But also, I feel like with regard to your emotional energy, I think for the most part, you guys are in a really good place, okay? Again, I feel like a lot of you have gone through something. I don't feel like it's very recent. For some of you, it could have been. But for some of you, I feel like this is like maybe months ago is what it feels like. But there's still that residually in your energy. Even though you guys are healing, again, you're mentally clear here. You're setting boundaries where you need to. You're releasing whatever this pain was from the past. You're starting to rebuild that after that tower fell. You're starting to see hope and optimism for your future. There is good stuff coming in, communication coming in for you that's going to be positive and create growth. But in addition to that, I feel like you guys are also emotionally working on yourself very slowly but surely, okay? Trying to really heal your emotional space. For some of you, you could have an apology coming in, or maybe you need to apologize. It could be a long time coming, okay? If this is with regard to a person. Let's see. Anything else on this emotional energy? Or please clarify this Princess of Cups for the emotional energy of my Cappies. Let's do that. Yeah. Please clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like for some of you, there may have been either you were cold and a little bit closed off emotionally, or there was somebody in your energy that was closed off and cold emotionally, right? This is your emotional energy, but there's other people here. There's multiple people going on here, okay? I've got lots of water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I've got Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and for people, okay? And then I have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So take it as it resonates, friend. But where things maybe like might have been waiting for some kind of communication to come in, or for someone to kind of soften their heart toward you. Maybe again, like I said, offer an apology, or forgiveness, or vice versa. I feel like, again, you've been investing on your emotions here, and I feel like it's coming in. Like there's emotional healing that's happening here, but I also feel like there may be somebody else that's in your energy that maybe in the past has been kind of closed off and cold. Maybe they've kind of shut their heart out, especially if they were involved in whatever that tower moment was. It's like you may have felt like they went cold on you, or maybe they weren't really expressing themselves or sharing or opening their heart to you, or you to them, right? But I feel like that's all changing soon. Someone's going to be a lot more emotionally expressive and vulnerable here, and really start to open up, maybe very slowly, okay, my friends? But then I feel like it's sort of like once that starts to happen, it's like here comes the floodgates, right? And things are going to start moving forward, and you're going to have victory in this situation. If this is just about you, and you have felt like you've been kind of shut off or cold emotionally while you're working on your healing, it's like I feel like you're starting to get some clarity and some truth coming through. Maybe you're forgiving yourself, friends, or just healing yourself yourself in this season, and you're going to start to have some victory emotionally. Things are going to start moving forward, okay? You're going to start feeling a lot happier and a lot better. For some of you, this might have required you to, as you're working on your healing, maybe you're, again, going to therapy, or maybe taking, some medications or supplements or things that are kind of helping you also to kind of feel more emotionally up and happy in the season and able to kind of balance things out, and for you to really express yourselves emotionally, and to be a little bit more vulnerable, a little bit more soft and open here, and again, able to communicate a lot better how you're feeling. I see that also coming through for you too. So it looks really good. What advice do we have for my Capricorn people? We have some time for that. Let's see. What advice do we have for my Capricorns? 7 of Wands. Yeah, set really good firm boundaries here, you guys. Continue to set boundaries here. Stand your ground against whatever external energies are that, if it's not serving you well, if there's some toxicity here that you're trying to overcome either within yourself or from forces external to you, especially if this is like intrusive thoughts for some of you, it's time for transformation. There's strong Scorpio energy, Capricorn energy. This is actually you too, by the way. You could be a Capricorn who is married to or dealing with or involved with or in a relationship with a Scorpio. For some, not for everybody. Could also be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But I feel like more importantly, this is about you overcoming your struggles, right? You standing your ground and fighting against that, and allowing yourself to really transform in the season of standing strong in your own energy and your own truth, okay? Being confident in who you are and what you believe. Again, really standing your ground. Again, for some of you, this could be friends, it could be family that you're having to do that with. Some of you definitely are involved with the water sign. Let me know in the comments if that's you. But this is just telling you, your advice is to continue to stand your ground. Continue to stand in your own truth. Be confident in who you are. Allow yourselves to transform and to be the person that you're meant to be in this season. And really stay laser focused on your goals, where you're headed towards your future. There's a lot of forward moving energy here. So keep moving away from all that past garbage, right? Remember, you're rebuilding the house of your dreams, friends. You're building the house of your dreams. This is your dream. This is what you want, okay? Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. You show them the blueprints and they're like, why are you putting the master bathroom there? It's like, why do you care? This is like, I just lost these things or this thing. I lost that. I'm not getting it back. And I'm done looking back at the past and dwelling on what I've lost. I'm ready to look toward the future and the good that's coming for me. And that's the energy that you all need to be in, okay? All right, my Cappies, I am sending you guys so much love. Cheers to you. Thank you so much for watching this reading. Thank you for subscribing to this channel and liking this video, and leaving a comment. Let me know how you did like it. And yeah, that's all I've got for you right now. This has been your My Taropist session for now. Until next time, cheers to you. Don't forget to book a session with a real therapist. Sending you love, friends. Bye-bye.